Hi, welcome back. So in this session, we are going to see point-to-site VPN, how we are working from home, right, these days. Whenever we want to connect our office network, we will first log into through VPN. Then all your office intranet, all the servers, everything will be accessible, correct? Your HR page, all. So the same concept. Even the contractor also want to work from remote, but they want to enter into our enterprise premises. Then this point-to-site VPN is a very easy way to get it established. So we are going to see a couple of things. So we need to create the VPN virtual network and subnet gateway, of course, and VPN gateway, and we need to configure some certificates. Once configured the certificates, then you send the certificate to the relevant contractors. They will use this certificate to log in to your network. So from their machine, if they try to ping your internal IP address, if this works, that means they are sitting in somewhere in internet, but they are able to reach your internal IP address using this tunnel, which means it's successful, correct? So we are going to see the exact same in our lab. Let us go first the step. So here in this GitHub, there is a PDF step by step with screenshot, point-to-site VPN. First, we will create a virtual network. First, we will create a virtual networks. I'm going for here. So we will go with virtual networks. Let's type virtual network. We will create a virtual network. So I'm creating a resource group. So I'm say this VNet 1, VNet 1. We can have it. So IP address automatically it picked up from the range. Automatically it picked up from the first resource range from the first subnet. Security going with the default one. Review, create, and create. So once virtual network is created, then as per this diagram, we need to create a virtual network VPN gateway. Okay, and before that, in one of the previous session also we have seen we need to declare the gateway subnet. Let's wait. So I'm going here virtual network and say subnets and gateway subnet. Okay, so it automatically picked up the next range. So save it. So the gateway subnet also got created now. Now we will go with network virtual network gateway. So click it, create virtual network gateway, create virtual network gateway. Selecting the name, say VNet gateway. Before that, ensure your virtual network created in which location. Your virtual network created in which location. So your virtual network created West Europe. So the same way here, you also need to select West Europe. So if you go back to the this virtual network gateway, I am selecting the default section, and virtual network is VNet1. Just now we created, and VNet1 gateway public IP. And I'm going with the default settings. Say create. So now the VPN gateway will go to the resource. Virtual network gateway got created, and we will go back to the step. So we created virtual network, and we created virtual network gateway with association of virtual network. Okay, now from your Windows 10 laptop, okay, go to open your PowerShell in as an administrator mode, and first we will create a root certificate. We'll create a root certificate. Let me just go with this certificate. I'm going with this. Probably we will so in root certificate, copy this command, copy, go to your PowerShell and paste it. Enter. So first we are creating now with root certificate. Wait for some time. So the root certificate got created. Now the client certificate, take it, go to your PowerShell again and create your child certificate. Okay, so now we have created root certificate and we have created child certificate. And go back to your document. So now we need to export both certificate, root certificate as well as the child certificate. So for that, you need to go to your thing, search, type cert manager, open the certificate, manage computer certificate, go to certificates and go to personal, go for here. So now type cert manager and try manage cert, type cert, manage user certificates, open personal certificate. There is a root certificate and child certificate we got created. Okay, so now go back to the document. Now we need to export it. First we will export root certificate. Go to root certificate, right click, all task, export, next, and we need to export it to the we no need to export the private key because we are going to sync the authentication. Okay, so come down, select the base 64 encode. So say next, base 64 encode, next. You can select the file names and you can store it in some downloads. Say root certificate, save it, next, finish. So the root certificate got exported. Now come down, we need to export the child certificate. So we will export the client certificate, right click the client certificate, that is a child certificate, all task, export it, next. Now so export the private key. So export the private key, next, and say next, go with the default options. And type the password, because you need to send this certificate to all your contractors or those who want to log in from internet using the VPN. So you should always encrypt it with the password. So I'm giving password. Don't forget the password which you are giving it now. So I'm just say next. File name is we are selecting the child certificate. Say next. Finish. So the root certificate and child certificate both got exported, right? Both got exported. Come down. After all this, we have created a virtual network gateway, right? Right. Before that, you need to go to the downloads, root certificate. Okay, open it in Notepad++. So keep it, right? So now we will go to Azure. Okay, connections, point to site connection. So we need to go to point to site connections and configure it now. Right now it's not configured because we just created a skeleton. So say configure it now. You give some address pool. I will explain why we need this. So you can give any range here, 172.24.19.0/24. Okay, so because the moment you log in your VPN from your laptop, so one IP will be assigned. Basically, the tunnel has to be established from your laptop via internet to Azure. So this has to be specified. And authentication type. So if you come down, the tunnel type should be the one which we mentioned. So I'm selecting Open VPN. So Azure certificate, we'll go with the Azure certificate. So here we will see root certificate and public certificate area. So copy this. So we have mentioned, right? So here root certificate, from this to this you copy and go back to here and paste it. Okay, so once you paste it, if you have any expert certificate, or if you suspect anybody doing some malfunction, those certificate also you can revoke it here. So now I'm just going to say save. Wait for some time. So once it's saved, come down. So there is a download VPN client, correct? So now we got the changes got saved. So what we'll do is we will download the VPN client. We'll go back to the overview. Again, come to point to site VPN. Yes, we will save it. Okay, and go here, download VPN client, and there is a client certificate. Since we have created in my machine, this is our POC. So you need to first delete this certificate if you really want to understand. Then, but you take a backup of this certificate, you delete these two certificate, then you test it, then it will work. Normally the certificate will be created from some server, from the server side, some machine. so that the end user will receive only the child certificate. But since this is our POC, we want to simulate the same scenario. We are creating from our machine. In the same machine, we are going to install the child certificate and we are going to test this functionality. Now we will go to downloads. I'm expanding it. So we'll go inside. We'll come back later, this client. So come down. We need to first install this client certificate. So go here. Where is the child certificate? This is the child certificate. So double click it. So current user, I'm installing it. Next, you give the password when you exported or you will receive from your administrator. Use that password to install the certificate. Finish it. Yes. So the child certificate got installed. Now come down. So there is a folder we extracted, correct? So in this, there is a AMD 64 bit. So install this. Before install this, go to your network internet connection and make sure there is no further dial-up VPN. Go to VPN. See, there is no VPN adapter now. So we are going to install it. Double click. Yes. So if you can go back to this same, see here, the VNet got created. Okay. Now we'll proceed further steps. We install the VPN client and we are able to see the VPN client. Come down. So before we connect, we need some machine, virtual machine to test it, right? So we will go back and the same West Europe, we are going to create a new virtual machine. We'll create a virtual machines, add virtual machine, add virtual machine. So I'm creating a basic configuration. So say VM1, CentOS 8 or Ubuntu. The OS doesn't matter. We are just going to ping the private IP, bvj.com, the username, password, and make sure it is in West Europe, because the virtual networks where you created the same location, same network, you need to associate this machine. So then only from the internet using VPN, we can simulate and understand the exact functionality. Let's check the virtual networks. Yes, West Europe. So West Europe is already selected. Come down, say disk. We'll go with the normal standard HTTD. Yes, management. So if you want to ensure, see here, VNet 1 we have created already in this. So the same network I'm associating it, management, enabling the boot diagnostics as usual, create, and we are going to trigger the VM creation. So the creation got submitted. We'll wait for some time. So now the VM got created. So we will go to that VM. We will take that first the IP address. So what is the internal IP address? Forget about the public address. We will concentrate on the private IP address. Okay. So open your command prompt. Okay. Ping. Before you establish the VPN connectivity, you ping and ensure it is not pinging. Then it will be easy for you to understand. So there is no connectivity because it's a private IP address. Okay, and even you want to check the VPN adapter. So there is no further VPN adapter point to point here. So now what we'll do is we will connect this, say connect. So getting established and the key getting authenticated. Now it got established, connected, correct? Now we will go and check ipconfig. See here, we have given one range, right? So from that range, each session will get one IP address. The moment you disconnect, this will be released. Okay, now you ping the same IP address, private IP address. See here. So I am in internet. The cloud is in somewhere. Okay, from my home using internet, I'm able to reach the machine using the private IP. This is the exact concept we have discussed till now. So again, I'm repeating. So you have to understand this. In Azure, we created one virtual network. Okay, and in that virtual network, we associated one subnet gateway because whenever there is a session established, so this gateway subnet will act as a gateway. Okay, and you create a virtual network gateway and you give some range of IP address because each session has to take one allocate IP address allocation. So somewhere in your server or in your some machine, you create a certificate, server certificate and client certificate. Server certificate, you install it in your Azure platform. Client certificate, you share it with the people who want to log in, right? We can integrate with the AD also or Takaka certificates. But this just to understand in a high level how to do it. Stay tuned. We will see it more on the coming session. Thanks for everyone.